because oof, that was evil. If I had to rate that, which apparently I do, because rating's good, that's a 2. God, I mean, you can have fun uphill sections, but that was just a bastard. I mean, yeah, sort of. Yeah, it was just a horrible piece of trail. Could have been more fun, but I suppose I would give it a 0 because I hate that kind of thing, but I'm going to acknowledge that some people like riding straight up hills because they're weird, so to guess it will appeal to that kind of hardcore group of weirdos. And more people just switched off. Take more of a break after that last section. Section isn't horrible, but yeah, I'm gonna call it for a second, get my breath back after the last one. Started too quickly. Okay, let's try this again, but as a rest. It was only like 3 minutes, but see if I can do it after that. It's not too bad a looking trail at the moment, so I'll just take it easy. The main thing about the black at Glentress, it's not difficult. I mean, there's no big drops or jumps or whatever. Nothing that you can't do at a low level. I mean, there's a couple of bits that rocky bit on the goat track is a bit technical, but it's average, not desperately technical. I think probably the most technical part used to be what village, but it was not compulsory, and it's gone now anyway. And double X, which was some fringe of back for some North Shore type stuff, but again it was easy. You know, I was doing it after a couple of weeks of riding, so anyone who's been riding for a little while should be able to do it. That section is compulsory, but that's probably the hardest on the trail, technically, anyway. Physically as well, it's black. It's long, it's difficult to do. Look at the tower right there. That's demanding, which I think is the main reason why it's the black. It's just a lot more physical than the other trails. Plus, it scares people off. You look at it, black route, back off. Because if you look at the map, once you're on it, you're in the middle of nowhere. I think the last place you can really turn back easily is after Sir Plumes, which is the first section of it. After that there are escape routes. There's one after the goat track, but it's a long way. It's a long way, it's not easy to get back from. So if you've got a mechanical, your bike's not up to snuff, you're not up to snuff, you're in a bad place. Up until you hit the top of the tower, you can cut back in. I say that, this looks quite technical. And, nearly off there. I'm just going to concentrate on this for a minute. Whoa. Give me a second. I'm not going to make any excuses for myself. I mean, I do keep saying it. When I started this, I did bike a lot before. I was fairly fit at one point, but work and stuff got in the way and just kind of ended up where I wasn't doing much biking for a while. All I was doing was pretty much downhill, and if I was up here at Glentress, I'd just be taking the car up to Buzz's Nest and riding the free ride. So nothing really demanding. No, seriously, this is serious cardio I'm doing here. And when I stopped just then, I could hear my heart in my head thudding away, which doesn't happen very often. When I started doing this a couple of months ago, I couldn't even make up Doogie Bank. I think I took I'd stopped within 2 minutes on Doogie Bank the first time up. It just wasn't happening. So I'm not fit yet, but I am improving. Slowly. It's just this is beyond me still to do in wanna, do in a wanna. So I'm getting there. It's not a good excuse. I'm fit, I'm unfit. I'm fit. No. See? My brain's not working now. I'm unfit and I'm fat. I'm working on that. Eventually I'll be fit and not fat. At that time. But until then, I'll still have to do these trails. I have to. But I want to do these trails. I want to map this stuff. I want to move on and map other things. So, in order to do that, I've got to do this. And the more I do this, the easier that will be. It makes sense in my head. Now don't just say you're not pushing yourself. Bloody am. I'm going until my legs say no more. Like then. Anything else is going to be a long video. Up to 476 meters. So you do that. That's about 8 buses, and this is about 280, 230. That's 150, 160. Between 100 and 200 meters to climb so far. Isn't shabby. Apparently most of it was straight up. Kinda hungry now. I'm still running, okay. Didn't switch anything off. I think this entire trail is one for the blooper reel. I have one of those. I actually have a blooper reel. Oh, hang on. There's a tower. That's the radio mast we're heading for. Not directly. We've got Kipps loop is this one. That's not a loop anymore, is it? The Kipps, which ends somewhere at the top of this. Oh god, don't fall off. Somewhere at the top of this hill. That's fatigue, that is. Top of the Kipps is somewhere up here. Then we descend down Britney Spears. Don't know what it's called, Britney Spears. I was going to do something clever and pop culture reference, but brain not working. maybe I take back that part about it not being too technical. I think that's nice as rocks, isn't it? Yeah. I know it's a step up from the red, but it's more of a, it's less of a step up from red and black than say maybe. The red there, from what I've seen, isn't too bad, but then the black is the dark side trail, which is horrifying, and also something that we got to do. Anyway, someday, oops, just gonna fall off the side again. Oh god, now I've lost it again. Well, 20 meters, I can't even get in there. Okay, here we go for a bit more punishment. A couple of weeks ago I was filming on the Blue, did the motorway. If you watch that video, I think that's one of the ones that's quite clear. That was a nice day. Anyway, if you look at the video at the end of the motorway, I come up to a picnic bench at the top for Electric Blue. There's a bunch of kids there with their bikes. You don't actually hear it on the film because it was off in between that train and the other, but they were complaining that I was cheating at riding because I have an electric bike, which is weird because it would have been a hell of a lot easier. But no, I don't have an electric bike. They said that they heard it beeping, so it must be electric. But yeah, you did hear it beeping. Well done. Only problem is, it was the GPS. And probably the camera. Oh, this is deep. Whoa! Hello. Holy crap. Oh, I've not. And lost it. Pathetic. Hill's on fire there. That bare bit of hill over there. Hill, whatever. That's the top of Spooky Wood. The fire road for Spooky Wood kind of goes behind it. And then up there, in the trees, you can just see a bit where it pokes up a little bit more, the trees around it. That is the top of Spooky Wood. Elsewhere, T-Wood at the bottom of the valley, it's something on far above T-Wood, which is worrying. Up here. You can just see a kind of blank bit over there, with a bit of fire in it, kind of yellowy triangle in the forest. That is the end of Circles, actually. So it was earlier. So that gives you a kind of idea as to where I am. Yeah. I'm procrastinating again. I need to get on before it gets dark. It's not a thing I want to happen while I'm up here. Oops, on that. And back to the forest. This looks kind of dark, so visual colours, but you'll see what I was talking about earlier. As soon as I hit this dark section, the video quality will drop dramatically. Hopefully not too much, but it should be noticeable. And now, should have gone fuzzy, grainy, whatever. And it's not too bad, because the canopy overhead isn't quite covering it. So you've got a bit of light coming in. This is one of those kind of spooky dark bits of wood sections. Kind of creepy. And of course, me talking is pretty much ensuring anything that wants to creep up on me can. Chupacabras. Oh, come on, yeah. Well known fact that monsters and creatures go for things that look wounded, which is ideal for me, because I'm going up this hill like a wounded gazelle. The bike looks graceful, I just look like a broken leg. When I get home, I'm going to go through all this footage and edit it down, and I'm not going to understand a thing I'm saying. So it's just random mumbling. My brain has stopped working. It's not efficient, it's ruined. Let's take my mind off, or let's take the conversation off of my head, because it's not something you want to talk about in polite society. Let's talk about the equipment again. Let's talk about this trail. This trail's actually not too bad. It's uphill, which is a negative for me already. I like my downhills, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's fairly mellow. Some nice tricky sections which are fun if you can do uphill. I think so far, verging 6 or 7. That's something I can see myself enjoying if I was into the uphill bit and if I was fitter. So I guess that's a recommendation. Not much of one, but it's a recommendation. I'm really hungry now. Okay, yeah, talking about equipment. In previous videos, you've heard a bumping, kind of knocking noise while I'm going down. Mark, who is our Wales guy and working on the mapping, I'm taking the GPS and he's actually collating it into maps for the website. Zoomable flash, ooh, maybe HTML5, I don't know, I don't understand either of them. But he was watching one of the videos the other day just to, indigestion, just to check for errors, and he mentioned to me that the knocking on my bike would drive him crazy, which confused me first of all, because there's nothing knocking on my bike, or my dad's bike, so I don't know what he was talking about. But looking at the footage, well, I've noticed it before in the footage, I just ignored it. There wasn't anything I could do about it. And there's a tapping noise, quite loud. Now the thing is, I can't hear anything. I mean, if you can hear a tapping at the moment, it's just the camera that's picking up. It's not me. I can't hear it, I don't know what it is. Now, if it's not doing it, then I've fixed it. I think I fixed it, because I think I know what it was. The pulse iron inner on my helmet and the plastic outer become separated with the glue, fatigued after years of use, so they're two separate sections now. Now I reckon, because the camera's attached to the outer, looking at some video where I accidentally got my nose in it, the helmet was actually wobbling independent of my head. So I fixed the shell on me to each other again, which I think is what was causing the rattling, the tapping. I think it was them tapping together, but because it's on top of my head I can't hear it. So I used plastic mountain biking ingenuity and shoved a load of blue tack in between the two parts of the helmet. So it's actually quite secure now, because it's my special recipe of blue tack, which is basically several weeks of just kneading it and playing with it on your desk. Some people have stress relievers, I have blue tack. I just crush it when I'm doing things and editing videos and whatever. I'm stressed, which I am quite a lot with work. So after a few weeks of just kneading it and moulding it and stuff, it becomes quite soft, pliable, and only takes a little bit of squeezing to get back into that state. So it's ideal because it's just super sticky now, probably for hair and saliva and sweat and skin, but it's sticky, and some decent sized lumps inside the helmet has stuck the two bits together, so when I get back, hopefully there won't be any knocking. If there is, it's not the helmet, it's the camera, which means bulking that out with some rubber or something. It might mean the camera's rattling inside the case, which I really hope it isn't, because that's annoying. It'll be a pain for pulling out the camera and changing memory cards, batteries and stuff like that. Talking about, I should probably change it soon. That is 25 minutes of climbing now, which means this video is now in two parts. It'll be in one piece on YouTube, but it turns out that the GoPro divides up larger files, about 17.5 minutes long, so when it hits 17.5, it's a brand new file, which can be irritating because it means that your video compositions get a bit messy when you got 4 or 5 different files. Something scampering in the woods, creeping me out. Big tough mountain biker, not scared of rusty things in the woods. I'm not on the woods. There's a black thing in the trail. It's going to be a trap, isn't it? Like, look at this, what is it? Something's going to attack me. It's a hand! Someone's lost a hand. Or a glove. Take it with me just in case. The owner is further up. Assuming the owner isn't dead and eaten. If he is dead and eaten, ooh, glove. Actually felt more like a ski glove or a thermal thing, so it's probably been here a while. Fairly dry though, so can't mean long. The trails are moist. It's weird because we've had some pretty good weather. I think we've actually had rain here for a week and a half now, which is tempting fate. About a week and a half since rain here, so it's fairly dry. There's some sections that never dry out, but a glove on the ground is more likely to absorb moisture. And it feels dry, so I reckon it's been lost today, or at least yesterday. I know, you heard the guy at the top. again now. God damn it. I am rubbish at this. Finish it. Riding along with snow kind of reminds me of these Alps. We actually rode up from, or down from New Asia at these Alps in 2009 several times, and the upper trails were mostly under snow. A few places where you had clear trails, but then corners and berms would be under snow, which made it interesting. But fun. These Alps are actually a good load of fun. Not much there, but enough for a week. It's also compact, but got no problem. What we used again. Right, I'm calling it here.